Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Raina Rose back with another video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I make my 340-pound husband one of his favorite meals, and it allows me to feed him and my kids affordably and in one pot. So I'm going to start with a 4-pound beef chuck roast. I make sure I wash it really clean, and then I prepare some vegetables by cutting up some onions, celery, some baby carrots, and some gold potatoes onto my cutting board. I then season my chuck roast with some cayenne pepper, some onion powder, some black pepper, some garlic powder, and some Lorry seasoning salt. I enjoy making this meal because it's one of my family's favorites, and my mother-in-law taught me how to make it for her son. I'm starting off seasoning this chuck roast very generously because it is very thick and I want it to be flavorful, but definitely not over salted, which will be very hard to do that because the roast is so thick. Then just take about a tablespoon of vegetable oil and evenly distribute it around the pan, and take my chuck roast from a plate and transfer it into the pan to brown it. You really don't want to skip this step, and you want to make sure that you do not turn the roast for at least 5 minutes. Here I'm just going to show you guys the wet ingredients that I'm going to use, which is Worcestershire sauce, beef broth, and some water. So in the slow cooker, I already put my 3 cups of beef broth. I'm now adding 3 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce and 1 cup of water. To my mother-in-law, I appreciate you so much for teaching me how to cook this because it is incredibly easy. And y'all, if I could do it, y'all can definitely do it. So here I am just flipping over the chuck roast after 5 minutes, and then I am just going to do another 5 minutes on the other side. After that, I just place the chuck roast into the liquid mix, and then in that same pot, without rinsing it, I'm going to brown my vegetables. Here I am just adding these beef bouillon cubes into the broth, and then I'm just going to add my vegetables. I actually felt like I should have added the brown vegetables in first and then put the carrots and potatoes over top just so it fit better, but I did it the opposite way and it worked out okay. After I distribute and even out my vegetables, you guys will see me just placing a bay leaf into the mixture. I want to make sure that I get it into the broth for just an amazing burst of flavor and aroma. After that, we're completely done. We have a full meal made up of a carb, a meat, and a vegetable for a family of 5. So we're just going to put on the top and let it cook on low for 6 hours. Here is the finished product. My husband actually came home from work a little bit hungry and really impatient, so I actually only ended up cooking it for 5 hours instead of 6, but it worked out. I hope you enjoyed this video. Peace.